Spiteful Hopes just released a pretty interesting video. I'm not gonna lie. He talks about what Klab did with Live Alive or something like that. It's another gacha game that they do where they let the license slip. And apparently now there's another Live Alive game coming out, meaning the people who were attached to the previous Live Alive game and were happy, just, all the time, the years spent playing the game, as a live service game, pretty much gone down the drain because I'm not sure if that one specifically they're ending the services, but then he goes on to talk about another game, Alchemist Code, that that game started at least in 2017 because I think I seen his first video that he showed was from 2017. He personally stopped playing in 2019. I never got into it. But apparently in March 2023, I think it's the end of March, Alchemist Code is shutting down. It's another gacha game that's been around for a while, shutting down. Now, this is like the only gacha game I play right now. I used to play DBZ Dokkan Battle, stopped playing that because the gameplay loop wasn't fun. It was basically, here, look at the pretty pictures of your favorite characters from DBZ or Dragon Ball. Then I played One Piece Treasure Cruise. Wasn't a fan of some of the content that they had in there. Not having an easy auto button for like the easy content would be a better way of phrasing it. So there was that. And then the last one that of note, the one I put actually probably the second most amount of time into as a gacha game was Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Blazing, I believe what it was called. That shut down, I think 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. And yeah, it's another gacha game that no one will be ever be able to play. It's done. And Bleach Brave Souls is in a very interesting position right now. And if we go back to what Klab was talking about, different types of, like you would see with Bleach, they had like turn-based, they had fighting games, they had tactics, they had all these other options. And before we were thinking, there's no way they would make another Bleach Brave Souls or a Bleach game, right? They made it, like, we were under the illusion that it was going to be like a new game mode to Bleach Brave Souls. Now I can say that I am not as confident as I was before that it was going to be in Bleach. So like a turn-based game mode in Bleach. Fighting game? So, depending on how they made this, because if you take a look at the actual, different types of game modes, it would be pretty hard to basically add another type of game mode and make it good inside a game like Bleach Brave Souls. You gotta remember, Bleach Brave Souls is from, I think, 2015. It's like we're nearing on the 8th anniversary in like 5 months. I would not be surprised if they wait until the 8th anniversary, wait for the hype, and then wait a few months after, maybe the anime, because like the anime is supposed to start airing again in July. You got 3 months of showing, so that's what? August, September, October. I wouldn't be surprised if sometime in around November or December they announce that they're shutting the servers down, or maybe even a little bit into the new year, and we're going to be getting a Bleach Brave Souls 2. Or another Bleach game in general. Like that is the thing. He's right. Be very careful on how you spend your money. Because if they think, hey, you know what? We're being limited by how we coded this game back when we originally made it. Let's make a new one. Let's take a look at my characters. I would be losing. You know how I was like, I really wanted to get a shared complete status immune character. And, super potion droplet character. 1, 2, look at all these characters. These characters I've been collecting and spending, some of them I've spent a decent time grinding for. farming the point event. And if we just keep taking a look, all of these characters right here, really cool characters and whatnot, could be gone within a year. I'm not saying they will be within a year, but like, let's just say, they might, get the anniversary, get going and whatnot, and maybe sometime in January or February they announce, hey, you know what, during the lull or the the downtime for the game, they announce, hey, we're gonna be shutting down Bleach Brave Souls because we got a new Bleach game coming out. I'm not saying they will, but I'm just saying they could. And if they do shut down Bleach Brave Souls, I don't care what the next Bleach game, gacha game that they make. I'm not jumping on it. Because why would I do that to myself? They did it once with Bleach Brave Souls. I'm not going to waste my time on a live service game that I know is going to be shut down probably within 5 to 10 years. Like, for example, if I play Elden Ring, guess what? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'll be able to play it. If I wanted to play Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3, 10 years from now, I'll be able to play it. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Pretty much any game on PC that ain't a live service game. I could look 10 years into the future. Vast majority of my library on Steam, I can play in 10 years from now. I probably, even when I'm like 70 or 80, a lot of these games will be playable still for me if I really wanted to play these games. And honestly, it's got me a little bit worried that we might see some of these games, or I should say Bleach Brave Souls, just, one day get an announcement saying, hey, yeah, we're making another Bleach game. And it's going to be turn-based or tactics-based. Now, the reason why I say that is because, let's put it this way. Turn-based and tactics-based games are a lot easier to make content for. At least from what I understand. That's why a lot of these gacha games, they have a turn-based tactics or turn-based like JRPG style gameplay. It's easier for them to do. And I think one of the reasons why Bleach Brave Souls is as popular as it is because it has the no turn-based elements to it. It's action. And so, just something to keep in mind. And that's another thing. If we're doing content on it, and let's just say 2 years or less than 2 years, this game shuts down, any videos that I did on Bleach Brave Souls is effectively useless. Any guide videos, any tips videos, any, like what's, any videos in general, any tutorial videos, any, this characters are good videos, like, for example, saying 1,000-Year Blood Warrior Yamamoto doing a video and saying, oh yeah, this character is insane. All those videos are effectively useless. Only people who will come back to them is like, yeah, you know what? I remember playing Bleach Brave Souls. I'm going to just type in some Bleach Brave Souls, look at some of the older videos and whatnot. Maybe watch some Bleach cowboy videos or, Aaron Arrow or Spiteful, Tonberry, Torcrunch if he still has his videos up. I haven't checked his channel in a while. I'm not sure if he's still doing videos or how frequent. Either way, you have all these different types of videos that you can just be like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go check out those videos. I know that the game is, shut down. It's honestly one of the reasons why I stopped getting into live service games as a whole. Anytime it's like, oh yeah. For example, I was really interested in this game called Redfall that's coming out this year. It's made by, I think, Arcane Studios, which is, I believe, owned by Bethesda ZeniMax, which is owned by Microsoft. And they announced that their game is going to be online only for both the single player and multiplayer. And as soon as they said that, my interest went from like an 8 to like a 2. Like out of 10. Like, I was pretty interested in Redfall, because it's going to be on Game Pass and whatnot. And that literally, 8 to 2. Why? Simple. I'm getting sick of these live service games. I really am. Because I know if they don't do well, I would have wasted my time. You know, and on top of that, for whatever reason, if they decide to shut the game down, they don't make an offline version for these games, so you can play it offline after the game is dead. So even if, you know, the server shut down, I don't have a single player version of the game to play. And that is something that is the reason why I stopped playing gacha games, because they're live service games. The only reason why I'm still playing this game is because I like the game. One, that's a big factor. Two, I already put a lot of time into there before I came to this realization. I think I stopped playing gacha games in live service, like new ones, probably around 2020, 2021, somewhere around there, I want to say. It was shortly, actually, no, it had to be before 2020, I think. If my memory is right. I think it was shortly before or around the time the pandemic started. So if we're looking at that, it's been a while. And I'll keep, you know, playing this game until the game gets shut down, whenever the heck that happens. So Spite also mentioned, if you're spending money on this game, be cautious how much money you're going to be spending on the game going forward. Because with the amount of... Because Klab has been making a lot of stupid decisions of late. You know, they didn't capitalize on the 1,000-year Blood War hype for 1,000-year Blood War banners. There's a lot of downtime lately, so you're getting, you know, a lot of time where there's just, like, no interest building in the game. You know, there's not a lot of new content. Like he said, there's not a lot of new epic raids coming out lately. Those are all worrying signs. You're not getting enough new content. You're not getting enough hype from the banners, like 1,000-year Blood War. That leads me to a sign that they either are contemplating shutting this game down and doing a new game, or, you know, they are spending a lot of time on a new game mode or something. Like something that requires a lot of developer time. Like, you know, I could see it where maybe they are building a new turn-based game mode or some type of new game mode that's from the pull from 7th anniversary. But I could also see it going the complete opposite way, where they just shut the game down and we have a new Bleach gacha game coming out. And I'm not gonna, like, the only thing I'm gonna maintain is a subscription, and that's it. I'm not gonna spend any money on this game other than that. It's, you know, it's only like $4 a month, for something a month. I'm not gonna be spending an insane amount of time on this game like I used to. I'll be doing content on things I want, like the point event or showcasing characters, summoning, things like that. But I'm not gonna be, you know, grinding, you know, a crap ton in the point event, because quite honestly, even though I find grinding the point event fun, I just don't want to spend too much time on it if the game's going to be shut down within a couple of years. I'd rather spend time on other games. So, I don't know. I think I could probably ramble on this for a while. So, honestly, it would suck if it happens. Really would. As it stands now, I'm gonna have like the wait and see approach. If Klab continues to make dumb decisions with Bleach, Brave Souls, and I don't see, like, here's a big indicator of whether I think they're gonna continue working on the game. If we don't get like a new progression system in 2023, like, you know, like a new form of character progression, I'm writing the game off, because people are running up. Like, cause like if you're a new player, here's another thing: if you're a new player and you just started, you have lots of stuff to do. I'm gonna say that. And I'm not saying don't enjoy the game, don't have fun, don't do any, like, you know, don't do anything like, you know, that's gonna stop you from having fun. You might be overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that you have to do, but at the end game, there's not much for older players to do. Veterans, people who play casually and have been playing for a long time, there's not a lot of stuff for us to do. Epic raids? Yeah, I could be doing epic raids, but you know, it's not going to really get me that much. Maybe more powerful characters. Characters are already powerful enough. Then you have Inheritance Trial, which I can do the weekly ones. The Transcendent Scrolls, well, that only matters if I get dupes on characters that I want to, you know, increase the amount of things. But a lot of times, those characters are already powerful as it is. So, honestly, if you're a new player, have fun. Enjoy the game. Be cautious of how much money you spend on the game, because like I said, we don't know if they're going to be ending this game anytime soon. And with some of the bad decisions they've been making, it could go either way. Because they've already done that with Live Alive. You know, Klab did have the Live Alive, and apparently they're I'm not sure if they're shutting down. You know what? I'm going to Google that to see if Live Alive Gacha game shutting down. I'm not sure if that one was shutting down or not. Oh, it is shutting down. Love Live School Idol Festival is due to be shut down in March. So you have the Alchemist Code shutting down, and you have the Live... Is it Live Alive? What says Love Live School Idol? Is that the same one? I'm not sure if that's the same one. The hell was that? Yep, okay. That is. Klab has announced that Love Live School Idol Festival, the mobile rhythm game, will be shutting down. So, yeah. Klab has announced that they're shutting down that game. Now, I would say that probably gives at least Klab on Bleach Brave Souls like another year. Honestly. The reason why I say that is because, or at least assuming they're smart, they're still getting revenue from Bleach Brave Souls. I'm not sure how the other one was, how much revenue they're getting there. But I don't think they want to shut down too many of their games at one point, because then it shuts off revenue. You know, they shut down the Love Live, whatever the hell that one was called. And then, you know, they get a new version of that game, because apparently they're making another version, or someone's making another version of that game. It might not be them. And it might not even be the same type of game, but there's a new game like that. If Klab doesn't get the license for like the renewal for like Bleach Brave Souls, that's another thing we didn't take into account. What if someone comes here and outbids Klab for a Bleach game? You know, I'm not sure if how the Bleach is doing that. I know you have a couple other Bleach games, so maybe it's not based on, hey, you can only have one Bleach game out at a time. Maybe it could be, you know, just keep paying the licensing fee, and as long as we keep coming to agreement, you'll be able to basically, you know, keep having your game. I don't know. Either way, I am not going to be investing as much time into this game as I was planning to, but I'm still going to be playing it and doing videos on it, like summoning videos on characters that I want, because, you know, this is all speculation. That's the thing. If we knew definitively if they have any thoughts about shutting the game down, yes or no, then my decision would be a lot easier. Like if there was like definitively yes, they're shutting it down in 2024, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I might as well stop now. So I'm gonna be doing other content now because, you know, like I said, I like doing videos on it. But I'm not going to maintain just the Bleach Brave Souls that I have for the past I don't know how many months. Because, quite frankly, if it does shut down, I don't want pretty much all of my backlog of videos that I have for the past 6 months, I think, of Bleach Brave Souls. I want there to be some mix in there in case it does, you know, it does eventually shut down sometime soon. So, that's what I'm thinking. Anywho, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What would you do? Would you go to the next Bleach game, gacha game, if this game were to shut down, or would you just go do something else? Because I'm actually kind of curious on what you would end up doing. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.